Alright, so when I went to Rolex Service Center in this video somewhere, I'll put it on the screen, I also went to my authorized dealer and I was talking to my contact there, who I'm working with to get a sub or something else. I was talking to him and he said that the service center that I just came from, the NYC, the Manhattan Service Center, is going to be demolished. And I was like, what do you mean? He's like, they're taking down that whole building, because Rolex has the entire building. It's all theirs. It's the Rolex building. They have offices on some of the floors and things like that. And they have, service capabilities there. They don't do all the services there. They send most of their watches to Switzerland to be serviced. But they do have some capabilities there for small jobs or whatever. So they're demolishing that building and they're rebuilding a new building, a much bigger building and a much more modern, glass, cool building. But it's the thing is, it's notoriously difficult to do any type of construction or anything, let alone demolishing an entire building on Fifth Avenue. It's very difficult, and I know because I work in buildings. That's my job. I work in buildings, and it's very difficult because of these landmark laws protecting these buildings. For example, at my building, at my job, I can't even change the stickers on the mailboxes in the lobby. So, apartment 2A, 2B, 2C, I can't change those stickers, even though they're peeling off, they're gross, they've been there since God knows when, they're filthy. I can't take them off and change them because of landmark laws. And then there's a whole process involved with a board and they have to vote on it. It's crazy. So to demolish an entire building on Fifth Avenue, right in the heart of Fifth Avenue too, on 54th and 5th, that's really difficult. But Rolex was able to do it. I mean, who else but Rolex, right? So they're taking down their current building and they're building a new one. I'll link an article in the description where you can read a little bit more about it. There's not much information on it right now, but the Rolex liaison or spokesperson said something along the lines of the precision and excellence of Rolex watches will be put into this building. Something like that. So I thought that was kind of cool. It'll probably be a really nice, cool building, Let's just say that. It's going to be much bigger, and I would imagine they're going to try to do more services there, because if they can do more services locally, instead of sending every single watch to Switzerland, they can reduce turnaround time and maybe take on more watches or, whatever. It'll just streamline the process for people, which is a good thing. So hopefully that happens. I was so shocked when I heard it because it's so hard to do anything on Fifth Avenue. Everything is landmark protected. Now, this building, not so much. I mean, it was built in the 1920s, and it's a pretty modern looking building. It's mostly glass, steel and glass type of thing. Not like modern glass buildings with huge glass panes or anything, but it's a modern building. It's not stone or brick or anything like that. That's way more difficult to do. It's impossible. It's impossible to do. It's impossible to clean the facade of a brick building. There's a whole arbitration process for that. So you're not demolishing any sort of brick or stone work on Fifth Avenue. Forget about that. But this glass building, it's not the prettiest building in the world. I'll say that. It's kind of, you'd miss it if you were walking down Fifth Avenue. You wouldn't see it. It doesn't scream Rolex. It doesn't scream class or style, anything like that. It's kind of it's kind of boring, honestly. It's kind of a boring building. So I'm excited for it. The problem is, where am I going to bring my Rolexes to be serviced in the meantime? I mean, surely the construction process is going to take, a year at least. So what am I going to do in that year? I guess I can't buy any new used watches and bring them to RSC. I don't know. They'll figure something out. I'm sure there'll be a way to go to RSC, but yeah, just thought that was interesting. And I'll leave the article in the description so you can read more about it, because it's our brand, it's our building, you know, it's our headquarters. All right, peace out.